June 16, 1976. That's fine. That's fine. Play right.
Mary Makeba saying Saka Masakane, and yes, it's about 1:39 p.m. on the 28th of July 2022. And as you know that, yes, I'm not flying alone, but I'm with Austin Ringani. And yes, it's about time that we promised you, as we said, yes, we're going to be having a visitor.
As we promised you that we will be having a special guest, an author. Let me give her that chance to introduce herself to you, our beautiful listeners.
Yes. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
I'm very fine. Yes.
And welcome to This and That Talk on Chabalcom's Radio.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes.
You're welcome.
And to those who are listening out there, they just want to know much about this inspiring
Yes.
author.
All that. Yes. Please tell us about yourself. Who is FADZAI? I hope I pronounced it well. Is it endurance?
Yes. I wanted her to first pronounce the name so that I mustn't push it.
Okay, so my name is pronounced as FADZAI.
Wow, I got it.
Yes, you do. Yes. So I am FADZAI Endurance Makwarawanda. I'm an author, I'm a motivational speaker, as well as an inspirational speaker, yes. And I'm also a student at UNISA. I'm studying forensic science and technology currently.
That's so beautiful. But how are the studies going so far?
Well, not so bad.
Mm,
Should
mm,
I say, yeah, it's going well, but with today's lives, you have to balance a lot of things. Being an author, and I also have a radio show on Mom's FM.
Wow.
Yes, and also working and all those things. So yeah, but it's going well so far. I think I'm coping well.
But how do you manage work, school, being at radio at the same time?
Well, my show doesn't go every day.
Okay.
It's only on Monday. So I only sacrifice that one day, for the show. And then on weekends, that's when I usually push my book, and author stuff, doing deliveries for people, and all those things. Yes.
Yeah, you look like you are a very motivated lady and you have been doing the things.
I've been doing my best, hey, just doing my best.
Yes. So tell us the book that you wrote, The Scars. Is it The Scars or Scars?
Yes, it's called Scars.
Scars. Tell us about it.
Okay, so Scars is a poetry anthology. It deals with grief, loss, and it also talks about mental health issues.
Okay.
Yes, and it also helps, the readers, the people who are going to read it, to kind of heal from whatever pain that they are going through currently, just to help each other, see the light, in this dark world that we are living in today.
Yeah. So please tell us what inspired you exactly to write this book?
Okay, so what inspired me is my life journey. The book contains true life events that I actually went through.
Okay.
So that is what inspired me. At that time when I was going through, depression and anxiety and all those things, I didn't have that someone, to be there for me and to kind of tell me that it's going to be okay, at the end of the day, to encourage me, So I think as I thought about it, I thought, someone like me, when they read the book, they are going to find that healing, that motivation. And also they are going to know that they are not alone, that, we are all there for each other.
Yeah. So through the book, did you write in details about what you went through, or it was just to motivate people?
I wrote exactly what I went through and also put the motivation in there, because at the end of the day, I want the person who's going to read this book to see that if this person went through all of this and still managed, to heal and still managed to get out of that pit, they can also do the same for themselves, So I wrote everything that I went through and I also put the motivation in there.
Or is it out yet?
Yes.
It's out. So can you please give us a bit of light of what's in there so that people may know what to expect?
Okay, so there are poems that contain that talk about abuse, sexual abuse to be precise, and also domestic, GBV, gender-based violence, and it also talks about mental health issues, because in our Black community, usually talking about mental health issues is not really, something that is welcome a lot. A lot of people don't really understand it. So I thought it was important, for me as a Black person to, address this issue and let our community, our society know the things that we are going through as a generation, the things that we are going through, as young people. Yes.
Yeah, that's encouraging.
It's so wonderful when you get to see someone who really wants to address the issue that is troubling the country right now, like the issue of GBV, rape, and all that. And remember, as a country, we are experiencing a very significant rise when it comes to the cases of women being killed or being abused, being killed also. And to find someone like you who just stand up and try to be be counted in trying to make sure that the issue is being addressed. But to the women out there, when you have conversations with them with regard to these issues, what are their reactions? How do they find the stories that you wrote about? How do they find those looking at their situations?
Most of them could relate, to the stories that I was telling in the book. I was so surprised actually at the rate of women who are going through abuse, even from their partners and all those things. So when they read my book, they kind of feel that comfort, to come to me and talk about it, because they know that I also went through it. So they now find this safe space when they can really share their true stories. I was so surprised. A lot of women either have been sexually abused or assaulted. They are going through it now at their workplaces, in their relationships, from uncles, at home and all those things, a place where you are supposed to be safe, where you are supposed to be protected. That's where you are being abused. So that is the response that I've been getting. But most of them, they really relate, to the book.
Because when you look in most of the cases that women are being abused, you tend to find that the abuse has been going on for the longest time.
For a long time.
Nothing has been done to address that, or it's either that person didn't maybe let people to know about it until it becomes a serious problem, whereby you find that maybe some end up losing even their lives.
Yes.
So it's a matter of they don't have enough space where they can just go openly and talk about these kind of issues.
Yes. Which is why I tried my best, to open that space, for all of us, for all women, to know that they are not the only ones that are going through these things, that we are all together in this, we can heal together, we can build each other up. We can help each other out of these situations, and they don't have to hide, their pain, because hidden scars are very dangerous. But if you let them out, you can find help. Someone can help you through whatever that you are going through.
Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah, that's very interesting. And yes, it's about 1:49 p.m. It's about just 11 minutes to 2 o'clock. And yes, we are still getting to know FADZAI. So let's just listen to this music, and then we're coming back just to get to know her much better.
International music and talk. You are listening to Javal Comms Radio.
Is this your first book?
Yes, this is my first book.
How much is it going?
Right now it's 150.
How much?
150.
But how is it received now?
Well, so far so good.
Because you are addressing a very difficult issue. Because many women just get to normalize them being abused. Because there are no awarenesses that they don't really try to address their issues, especially when you look at maybe let's say places like rural areas, informal settlements, those kind of places. You only hear about those, especially in cities.
Yes. And then they just get abused and they
it didn't reach to that point where they think, I would like to do it when it happens. Yeah, it's a very serious question that's about to face.
The problem is some women see abuse as love. So
And that's the dangerous part.
very
That's the dangerous part. Let's go to 10 past 2.
10 past 2.
Yes, fine.
Okay, you're gonna do the question. You're going to say yes. That's going back. That's not like another time. That's Facebook. Hey, Bane, and that's Olive, and I hope you are still doing very well from everywhere you are tuning in from. And yes, please do contact us. Please do speak with us. We are having FADZAI on air with us, and we are getting to know her regarding the book that she wrote, Scars. And yes, please do talk to us on 067-863-4220. And yes, you can even give us a call on 074-553-8270. Please do talk to us. Is there anything that you'd like to know from her? Any questions? Any comment? Yeah, please do talk to us. 067-863-4220.
And you know, I was like so fascinated by the manner in which you back announced the track.
Is it?
That it's by Oliver. I'm like, which Oliver?
Oh, Oliver Ngom. Yes, Oliver Ngom.
Because we have two great Olivers.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I'm like,
That's one mistake we cannot afford to make. Yeah, because people have to know. But I feel the one that you are talking about, they know the voice.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's why
they
like I was saying, they know the other voice.
Yeah,
Like,
they'll be surprised.
maybe.
How? When did
Just
you
say
check?
maybe it's when you were starting. Only to find that it's the other great Oliver. Yes, from Gabon. Actually. Yes. And getting back to the guest that we are having today, FADZAI. I don't know if I did pronounce it. FADZAI. Yes. I'm interested in knowing, like in your personal space. Before writing this book, is there any writer who inspired you to want to write the book?
Yes,
And who's
definitely.
that writer?
Okay, so her name is Rupi Kaur. She's an Indian based in Canada right now. She's a phenomenal writer. She's a poet. So when I was reading her books, I could see, like I could relate to a lot of poems that she was writing in her books. And also I was so, fascinated by how bold she is, in her writing, how truthful and honest she is, in her books, she always tells the truth and always addresses those, sensitive topics that people are not comfortable to talk about, so she opened that, safe space for me as well, to kind of open up, my truth, and my honesty, and write it as it is, and not hide anything. So that was her, yes, Ruby Kaur. She's my inspiration.
What's a focus like when you look at her writing?
She is a feminist. So she focuses a lot on women empowerment, and also, healing, from childhood traumas, as well as abuse, and all those things, yes.
So it's more like an activist.
Yes, she is an activist.
She focuses more on the challenges that women go through in modern life. I understand why you wrote this book.
She really inspired me.
Wow.
Yes.
But then what are the challenges that you go through, like when you are in the process of writing the book? Because some they just see the hard copy, not knowing that
it's a process.
It's a process.
Yes, a very long process. The first thing that is hard when it comes to writing books is consistency. To keep writing, because we get those moments usually when you get a writer's block, where you cannot think, or really write anything coherent. So it takes time, so you have to kind of know when you are in the zone. That's when you write. And then at the same time, you want to finish your book. So you cannot really rush the process. You just have to let it go, naturally. And when you are in the zone, that's when you write, because you want the best in your book. So you don't have to force it, when you are not really feeling the whole vibe.
Yes.
Oh,
Because it also with your book, it's poem based.
Yes.
And a lot of poem on it.
Yes.
But don't you like at some point where you were like you want to write something and you find that you have a whole lot of ideas, and where you have to get to choose which one must I put in the book?
That one is it's not a
how do you overcome such? Because I know it's more like even when you talk to musicians.
Yes.
You find that the person wants to do an album and he wants 10 songs on the album, but he's having 30. He just has to choose
One
from those, and
Yes.
where you have to choose which one is going to be relevant to the people.
Yeah.
Because remember, you are writing according to what you are experiencing.
Yes.
You don't know that the intended person will find it worthy as you.
Yes.
How do you overcome that?
That one was hard for me. As I can tell you now, there are a lot of books in my laptop, because you write, you have a lot of ideas, you write, and then you get another idea, you write. So with this one, I don't know, maybe I just fell in love with the whole story that I was telling, and I wanted my first book to be the book that tells my story, and the stories also of other women who can relate to me. So that is how I was able to choose this to be my first book. But it was a hard process, Even when you are writing the book, you also get those moments when you are writing one poem and then you get an idea of another. So the catch is to write down the idea and then continue and then finish the one that you are writing first. And then you go to those ideas. The reason for writing them down is that you don't forget, so you can just catch up on the vibe and stuff, and then you take it from there.
Yeah.
Yes, it's about 1:59, and yes, FADZAI is still with us. She's not going anywhere. And yes, Bianca is already here with the news. And then after that, we're going to be coming back with FADZAI, and then we're going to be able to get to know you better.
Radio News.
All right, and we are back with your favorite news with me, Bianca Lelaga. A man has appeared in Randburg Court Magistrate Court in connection with a jewelry heist that saw more than 26 million worth of jewelry stolen. Nduduzi Numalo, 39, appeared in court on Tuesday in connection with the 3-year-old case. Hawks spokesperson Warrant Officer Boni Numalo said on 9 August 2019, a vehicle with armed men entered business premises on Bailey Care Drive in Sandton. They allegedly tied up security guards with cables and broke into a jewelry warehouse. The Hawks investigation culminated in the arrest on Monday. The arrest of other suspects has not been ruled out. The case has been postponed to Monday, 1 August for a bail application. Gauteng High Court in Johannesburg will begin sentencing proceedings against convicted murder mastermind Tutuko Shoba on Thursday. In March, Shoba was convicted of plotting the murder of Tsogofatso Pule, his estranged lover at the time. Pule, who was pregnant, was found hanging from a tree in the Vaal in Road Depot. Shoba was connected to the crime by Muzikayise Malepane, who confessed that he was hired to kill Pule. Sentencing was due to take place in May, but was postponed when Shoba urged that the pre-sentencing report was incomplete. A German woman has been arrested for allegedly burying the body of her baby in a shallow grave. On Tuesday, Inanda police were called to Amaoti, where the community suspected a 25-year-old woman of killing her baby, said police spokesperson Constable Tenjiswa Ngobo. The woman was pregnant, and when she was found without a baby, the neighbors became suspicious and interrogated her. She later told the neighbors that the child had died, said Ngobo. When police arrived at the scene, they found that community members had forced the woman to dig up the shallow grave where the remains of her baby were buried. The woman was arrested and detained at the Inanda police station where she was charged with birth concealment while the body of the baby was transported to a local mortuary. The mother is expected to appear before Ntuzuma Magistrate Court on Thursday. And that will be all from me for now. Stay tuned for more news with me, Bianca.
Showcase Radio.
And yes, we are back, and thank you so much, Bianca, for the news. And hope everyone is still with us on this and that with Austin Ringani, and yes, with the author, the poet, the student, everything. As I said, that she's.
I'm loving your name.
Is it?
FADZAI.
Yes.
Wow.
And can you please tell us what does FADZAI mean?
It means happiness.
I
Wow.
thought
You thought?
as such that it has to do with something good.
Is it?
Yes,
Wow,
yes.
it's a beautiful name.
Thank you.
Yes, it's a beautiful name.
And while I was listening to the news just now, you just heard about a case where a mom is reported to have killed her baby. When you hear of such stories, what does it mean to you as a woman and as a women activist also?
Well, firstly, it's very heartbreaking and very sad. And the thing that comes into my mind is what would drive a mother, to bury her own child alive like that, Oh, women are going through a lot, out there, but it's never the reason or an excuse to do such evil, deeds. There are women who are struggling with their kids. There are women whose baby daddies, denied their kids. There are women, little girls also who were chased away from home because they got pregnant and all those things. But they are still fighting, to feed their kids and all that, even though it's hard. But you really have to pull it up, and be there for your child. Killing a child is, that is evil.
Yeah, it's
evil. And there's no excuse for it.
And it's very painful. While we're talking about that, I saw there was a video that was trending recently of a woman holding a child, and then she was attempting to put that child inside water. I'm just not sure if she and the father of the baby fought or what was going on, but she looked very angry, and then she was putting the baby inside the water.
Wow, that's shocking.
That's shocking. And I was asking myself, what could be the cause for her to do this?
Because one thing for sure, what I know is that a mother is the last person
to want to harm you.
Can harm a baby.
Yes.
And that's why I'm saying it. Like while she was reading about it, I was like, seriously, because it's so shocking.
It's so shocking.
Yes. But coming back to the book, FADZAI, the scars. It shows that it's attached with emotions in it. How are people receiving the book so far?
Well, those who can't relate to the stories, they sometimes feel sorry for me. They come to me saying, "Oh no, you went
You're
through
going through a lot,
this, you
yes.
know.
Yeah.
Why is it that you don't show?" But the thing is, we don't really wear emotional scars on our faces, you know.
And I think that's the problem where people they just want firstly to see your face that
see-
you are
yes.
experiencing something.
Yes, they want to see it on your forehead written, scars that I'm going
mm.
through this and I'm going through that. But I'm just glad that I haven't received any negative feedback, and I haven't really been judged for writing this book. So yes, that is
And to me it's like I am laughing. One of our listeners just wrote on my WhatsApp. Is saying that tell FADZAI that I said hi.
Hi.
And the name of that listener is CV from Sharpeville.
Oh.
So I said he's saying that he's listening to you and is very inspired by what you are doing.
Hi.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, and she just answered the question that has been asked by one of our listeners. The one of our listeners said, "Hi, Gracious the Grey and Austin, together with FADZAI, how do you handle negative feedback or criticisms?" And you just spoke about it before I could even ask it, that you never.
I have not.
You have not.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
But if you do receive negative feedback, you must remember that it's your story and it's your truth. If people are not comfortable with it, it's their problem, not yours. The important thing is that you told your truth.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's why when you are responding to the question, it's something framed like on my mind that seriously. It mustn't be about what people are going to say about the book. It's about what I'm saying to them, the people out there.
Exactly. Isn't it?
What
That
is
is
it
the
that
one
I
who
want
says that.
people to know about my experience? Because remember, negative criticism will always be there.
They will always be there, yes.
But that doesn't mean that it must intimidate you when you want to write something that comes from your heart. Because I've seen a lot of people getting intimidated when they want to maybe to raise a certain issue that deal directly with their lives before even speaking about such a situation. They just ask themselves, how are people going to react? And that's where you end up not even telling your story, because you are thinking much about what people are going to say about
like, you are going to write what people like, what people are comfortable with, but then they're not the ones who went through it. It's your story, yes. So write your truth, and tell your story. What people say is the last thing that should be on your mind. Some people can't relate to it, so they are quick to judge. A lot of people get very uncomfortable when women talk about rape, and sexual assault and all those things. And that's why sometimes they'll be calling you a liar and all those things. They haven't been through it, so they don't know. They can't relate. But that should not stop you, from telling your truth.
That's very, very inspiring. Yeah.
And as you spoke about being a poet, I'm tempted to ask just for one, just a little bit, just to give us 2, 3, 4 lines. Give
from
us a
the
bit
book
of poetry. Yes, anything.
It can be from anywhere, as long as you just give us something.
Something. Let us hear you do that poetry, Yeah.
I don't do spoken word.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
But you're gonna try.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah, please do try for us. Let's just hear a little bit of what you wrote in there. Yes. She's singing a little bit of a song for us so that we get ready. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Drums rolling.
Okay, so this one is called Dear Women. It was my letter to all the women out there. So it says, we are not competing with each other. We are just passionate women chasing astonishing dreams. So if you get there first, congratulations to you. Let us learn to complement each other. Lighting her candle won't dim yours. We can shine together. Let us learn from each other. Happiness is doubled when shared, so is knowledge. Be kind to the woman that is next to you. Break down the walls that block you from creating strong sisterhood and start building bridges that lead to friendships. When you see another queen's crown falling, help her pick it up and help her polish it up. We are sisters. Let us stick together always. What makes us sisters is not a genetic lineage, but the way that we understand and carry each other's sensations.
Wow. Wow. If
Wow.
you are listening to this and that talk this afternoon, let me tell you that the poem that she just recited now, it's from the book
It's straight from the book.
titled Scars.
Hmm.
That says much about the book itself.
And you know what? While I was listening to what she was saying, she was speaking about women. Do you know how women are so jealous of each other?
I know.
I saw something on Facebook, and then someone just said, you know what? Stay away from women who take pride in putting it. If it's me, stay away from a woman who take pride in putting another woman down. And it definitely touched me. Same time.
And with what your women are going through, you should be watching each other's back.
We should be.
I think
for
if
each other.
women were that united, we wouldn't be having much of GPDs.
We
Because
wouldn't.
you will be watching each other's back.
Exactly.
Because it happens where you find that somebody knows that this woman is being abused, but that person decides to do nothing about
it.
Because maybe she once had a clash with that person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when that thing happened, it's like it says, "Hey, right, it's fine."
Yeah.
We are so motivated, FADZAI, and yeah.
And to someone who want to get hold of this wonderful book, how does that person goes about?
Okay, so they can WhatsApp me. My WhatsApp number is 064-132-8042. 064-132
132
8042.
8042. Yes.
Yes. On Facebook, I'm FADZAI Endurance Makwara Awanda. And on Instagram, it's FADZAI Endurance M.
On Facebook, it's FADZAI
Endurance
M, like this.
Yeah.
Okay, I know.
Oh wow! So yeah, please tell us, where can we get? Can we go out in a store to get a book, or do we need to call you straight?
You need to call me straight because
Okay.
it's not on in bookstores
Bookstores,
yet.
okay.
But
Okay.
it will be, and I'll announce it.
And if it was within my I would say that please make it a point that the book hits the shelves
Yes.
Yeah.
of the bookshops.
Because yes, there's just
It's a wonderful book.
there's just
It
something
speaks
about
to
it.
the realities that you women go through every day.
Yeah.
And if somebody can get hold of this copy, I'm telling after reading this book, that person's his perspective towards women is going to change. And also the women themselves, they will start to speak out about their challenges.
Yes.
So we need books like this that really addresses the real issues at hand.
That's true.
The best local and international music and time. You are listening to Chaval Comms Radio.
And yes, FADZAI, I'm just not sure if you're done with the questioning.
Yeah, I think we are done. But
Yeah,
before she goes, she can just any words that you want to
just encourage us.
encourage or to say
last words.
to maybe that woman out there who's going through a lot but doesn't have the voice to raise that. What can you say to that person that really need help, that really need to be listened to?
Okay, so if you are listening right now and you are going through a lot, like depression, anxiety, maybe you're suffering from PTSD, and all those things. The first thing that you need to know is that you are stronger than you think. And whatever that is tearing your soul apart right now, whatever that is hurting you, whatever that is putting you in a dark hole, you can definitely get out of that cave. And you need to stop hiding. The scars that are hidden are the most dangerous scars. It's like a cancer. It eats you from the inside, until it kills every part of you. So you need to come out and find help, find someone to talk to. Stop holding these things inside so much. I know you are strong, and sometimes we think, not talking about it, not getting help is what makes you strong. But no, be vulnerable and ask for help. Get someone to talk to, and if ever you were ever assaulted sexually or in any way, you need to understand that whatever that they did to you doesn't say anything about who you are. What they did to you is who they are. So you need to heal and do not let anyone deprive you of your worth. Whatever they did to you, they did not minimize your worth in any way. You're still worthy, you are still powerful, you are still beautiful, and you can definitely, overcome, and
My apologies. I couldn't hear what you said.
that you are going through right now.
Wow. And when you
I'm
just
out of
like,
words.
wow, wow, it's enough. Wow, it's enough. That was FADZAI, ladies and
She's
gentlemen.
very
And
profound.
yeah, she's very profound. That was FADZAI. And thank you so much for coming to share this wonderful book with us and the listeners. And I am very much sure that everyone who has been listening, we are running. I'm gonna get the book as well because you know what, I'm running to get the book.
And before you go, say how much is the book?
It's 150.
Okay.
Just 150. You can get that, but do you courier?
Yes, I do anyway.
Or you courier anyway.
Yes.
As long as they contact you, you're gonna make all the arrangements.
Yes.
It's a must-have.
It's a must-have copy.
Yes.
For everyone. You know how many people do we have in South Africa?
More than I think now we might be in 60 million.
We might be in 60 million. 60 million copies. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because this is a must-have copy, Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that was FADZAI, and yes, as we have had, yes, the book is here, and then yes, you can contact her as she said, and then we're gonna be repeating the contact as she has given us. And thank you so much. The show is this and that, and you're still with me. Promise Gracious the Great together with Austin. Let's come back and don't go anywhere because yes, we are coming back just now.
Oh, that's wonderful.